Hey guys, welcome back to Boys TCG. Now I know it's been a while since we put out anything, and I just wanted to kind of give a channel update, and you know what? This isn't right. Let's fix this. And we're back. So, I haven't done content lately because I've been moving, or I just moved. So we're in our new house, we're happy with it, but still kind of getting settled in. So I've been kind of busy, too busy to do too much creation. But this whole intro was kind of meant to highlight some of the issues that we have in content creation as, small-time creators. The idea was kind of sparked by the discussion that started with DGU. The guys there, I love their podcast. Barney and the boys really have good conversations, and they bring out a lot of good points. Content creation isn't easy, and it's really not monetized. None of us are, or I should say the very few, are probably making any money off of this. And the debate really stems from, well, what is the content, the quality of the content versus the quality of the production itself. And as you see, I have some stuff to mess with, but that's just me because that's my background. For those of you that don't know, and those of you that have seen the channel before, I'm CK, also known as Kage CK. Although I really don't push my name Kage out there because I've had the Kage name since my email I created in middle school. Too many years to count. 20 years ago. Naruto first came out, I was in love with it. That's where the Kage CK came from. CK was my nickname growing up, and so I just wanted that shadow name. But I never ran with it officially on the channel because Kage Primitive was out there. Kage was already associated with a content creator, so I didn't push my name out there. So for those of you who don't know, some of you that I've played against may have noticed that my handle on Discord and a lot of things is Kage CK, but I just never put it out there. But I digress. So what I wanted to talk about today was the channel itself. It's been kind of quiet for a while. I haven't done a lot of videos. I haven't been out there to talk. And I just kind of wanted to do an update. The guys are still around. We haven't done a podcast in forever. We've been tempted to. I've been wanting to. Just haven't had a chance to. Those of you that have still kept up with the channel know that, yes, I did a lot of Digimon content, and I also did a lot of Battle Spirits content. And the recent news about Battle Spirits is heartbreaking for me. I'm not going to lie. I really think Battle Spirits had a very, very fun and interactive mechanic in its gameplay. I really enjoyed the gameplay. And that light went out. Okay, we had to do a cut there because my little light here on the side died. I did not have these things charged up, so, it is what it is. But I wanted to show some of the steps that went into the creation. I mean, you saw it takes quite a while just to build the setup. And this setup is just basic talking. I'm just here, a talking head, and setting up my camera, setting up my lights. I don't have a dedicated studio space per se to do this. And there's a lot of creators that do this, in their spare time and they have fun. I have family. I have a job, and it eats into my time, so I don't always get to do these videos. And I know this is I'm a little scattered. I'm a little all over the place in my conversation here. It's because I keep getting interrupted by stuff I'm doing here, and I really don't have a script for this. I'm just wanting to sit here and talk about my thoughts and share into the conversation about creation in general, content creation in general, not just for Digimon TCG or TCGs in general, just the process of it, because it is a lengthy process. To put out a good product, you really have to dedicate the time into it. Yeah, I have some decent equipment. Not everybody does. And even though you have the equipment to work with, it doesn't matter if you have a very nice camera to do this kind of stuff. You also kind of need the knowledge of how to do it. What do I need to connect? What do I need to do? How do I place my lights? How do I do that? I'm working with some budget pieces. You saw the lights, the little bit of blue that's in the background, just to add some dimension, just to add some texture to this, framing. Cheap lights, very, very cheap lights. Yes, I have invested, but I haven't invested for the channel per se. I invested in equipment because it's my job. What I do for a living is I'm a teacher, and I'm actually a audio video teacher. So I teach students how the production process is, creating videos and camera work and stuff like that. But my own personal equipment is very minimum because I never felt like I needed to buy anything, because I would do content creation with my students, at school. So I have a few little things, and then, I'm lucky enough to have the equipment that I have, and I'm lucky enough to have some of the knowledge that I have to do this creation. And it's not easy, because being able to talk about the game that you love, or the games that you love, and being able to do a nice video isn't always, easy. You have some very, very knowledgeable people that know what they're talking about. They have, great conversation pieces, but the production isn't always there. And then you have some that have great production and can do a good product, but maybe you don't agree with their viewpoints. Okay. And there's one of the things about content creation is you're going to have a bunch of different viewpoints, because everybody out there is opinionated, and everybody's going to have an opinion, and that's okay. We're all just kind of having the conversation. Some people are better at it than others. Some have more competitive mindset, some have a more jank mindset. I will admit that I'm more of a jank mindset because I don't have the time to dedicate myself to competitive play. Now, even if I had the time, I probably would still go with the more rogue. I love rogue decks. I love going outside the meta. That's not to say I haven't dabbled in some meta decks. I have them there, but usually I build them, I play them once, and then I kind of set them to the side for a while. So that's just how it goes. Now, back to my other point. Just to add, the technical aspect of content creation, because people talk about content creators, this and that. Obviously, you want to have a good personality. You want to be presentable. You want to be likable by people. And some people's personalities just rub people off the wrong way. Sometimes it's the way they talk. Sometimes it's the way they present themselves. Or sometimes it's just their viewpoints. You don't always agree with their deck choices, their spice, if you will. And let's be honest, not everybody can bring the spice. Some people's spice is just salt and pepper. It's not that spicy. But, to each their own. So when it comes to content creation, it is a very lengthy process. Like you saw, there's a lot of steps that I have to do set up just to do this talking head conversation straight with the camera, just to make it look decent, because that's what we want. At the end of the day, we want to look decent. My setup is not anywhere near as nice as others. I'm still trying to set up my room. I have a shelf there, and it's got, I got some Digimon stuff. My closet back there is full of bulk and cards and decks that I will probably never play again, just because I don't have the time. I really don't have the time to play as much as I used to. I'm going to try. I'm trying to get back into it. Hopefully 2025 is a good year for me. Playing in the Ulti Cup this weekend. Let's see how that goes. And I say this weekend like this is going to come out before the Ulti Cup. I don't even know how long it's going to take me to post this. I am posting it today. The date is, February 18th, I think, right now that I'm recording this. This isn't even the first night that I'm recording this. I was testing this setup last night just to see if I could get it set up. And then I had to tear everything down just so I could shoot the montage sequence of setting it all back up again. Just for those few seconds of cinematics, it took me a lot of time. And that's just a simple little thing. I look at videos like A-Vaults, and I think they're just awesome. But I also, not just from the visual perspective, but just knowing the amount of work that goes into that, the retakes and some of that, it is crazy. And that's not even going into editing. Editing is its own monster in itself. Camera work and editing, ideally you do both, to have one person to be able to do both. I know I'm getting very scattered here. It's probably too late for me to do this. I guess the real point of this video is to say, yeah, the channel's been off for a while. I haven't posted anything, but I'd like to change that. I want to make it, I'd like to post more stuff. Now, will it be as good? Will it be as interesting? I really don't know. I do this for fun. I enjoy content creation. Like I said, I do this for fun. I don't have the time to dedicate to this like I used to, but I will be continuing to put things out. I mentioned Battle Spirits dying. as sad as it is, I'm still very heavily invested in that. And I think, even though we have what, like a month and a half tops of official play, I still intend to put out content at least for the next year, if I can, till the end of the year. If my locals is still alive, we're planning on keeping it alive. I still have stuff to build. I still have stuff that I want to play. I am still going to try to do those deck profiles. I know I'm way overdue in doing those deck profiles. Those will come out soon for Battle Spirits, because we're a smaller community, and RIP, it was a great game. It is a great game, and Bandai just completely fumbled the bag on that. There were definitely mistakes made on that end. Now, on the Digimon content, I know that is very missing from this channel, and I just haven't had a chance to do a lot of stuff. I go maybe once a month if I'm lucky to play Digimon, so I've been very disconnected for a few sets. I'm hoping to get a little more involved again and hopefully bring more of that back to the channel. Like I said, sorry it's been gone. Sorry I haven't been able to do more. I'd like to be more active in the community and more active in content creation, because honestly, this is what I like doing. I like creating videos. I like doing stuff. This is why I teach it. Before I was a teacher, I worked in local news for like 10 plus years. So I've always been a video editor. I've always been a video creator. It's something I enjoy doing. Maybe I'm going to focus on making things more cinematic, doing my own thing, doing something different. Because truth be told, I enjoy the game. I love the game. I don't consider myself a highly competitive player. And I like to play what's fun. And what's fun isn't always what's interesting to some people. People don't want to hear somebody talk about why a deck is good when it's not good, and neither is the player. Like I said, I don't consider myself a strong player. I consider myself a decent player. I understand the concepts. I can play the game. But because I don't play highly competitive, I don't think I have as much to bring to that conversation. But I do want to bring some sort of conversation. I may try some new takes on creation for this channel. I've been so detached that it isn't hitting the same. But like I said, I'd want to bring more back to this channel. I want to do more for this channel. And so at some point, I'm going to get back into it. At some point, content will come back in. But right now, it's going to be slow getting there. Even now, like I said, I have a family. I do this when they're asleep. That's why I'm not as loud when I'm talking right now. I'm trying to be animated, but I'm also trying to be quiet. So it's a weird blend of voice. Ideally, I'd be talking like this, projecting my voice and making it easy to hear me and easier to understand. But it feels weird talking like this in the middle of the night, knowing that people are asleep in the other room. I don't know. Maybe this video got a little out of hand. Maybe this video just completely escaped me. I don't have my thoughts put together. It's something I wanted to throw something together. I wanted to say something. I wanted to post something to say, Valley Boys TCG is still here. We're still around. I don't want to let go of the channel because I enjoy doing this. I don't know how frequent the content will be, but I would like to find my way again and find this channel's way and find a way to thrive in 2025. Going to take a while, but yeah. I mean, I'm gonna try to get there. So sorry if this video didn't make sense. Sorry if this was a little scatterbrained. It is very scatterbrained. Like I said, I should probably write. I should have written a script. I should have had some ideas, some talking points, but I just wanted to just completely come out here and just raw spew my ideas out and just say what I was thinking at the time. So unfiltered, raw. Well, I guess you can't really say unfiltered because obviously this is being edited or there's some video editing to it, so it doesn't feel like completely incoherent, although it probably does. But you know what? Maybe I've gone too long. This is almost like a single solo podcast, it feels like, where I'm just talking. But what I want to say is those of you guys that are here, that are watching, thank you for watching. Thank you for making it this far. Thank you for those of you that have been on this journey with us since the beginning. Thank you for being with us. And those of you that are new to the journey, hey, thanks for coming on board. I'm going to try to add more to the channel, to give back to the TCG communities that have done so well for me, that have treated me so well, and that have, accepted me and that I love being a part of. So hopefully soon I can give you all some more for right now, you know, this is CK with Boys TCG. Thank you for watching. Hope to see you guys in the next one. Yeah, that probably sucked. Sorry.